What is up, good people? You're watching Brudsy Entertainment. So it has been a crazy week. Rebecca Goodwin and Reality Check podcast trending all over social media. I felt obliged to cover this. I generally felt, I like most people, I felt that it was a bit harsh. Like laughing at guests, like changing your tone up with them, bringing up certain things which you should never bring up. But nevertheless, guys, it's all come out at the minute that Sean Maroof, the host of the Reality Check podcast, a lot of people would come to me and said that he had been found guilty of rape, and obviously I was like, oh my god, this is a bad look. And then obviously I had to do my research, and Sean himself has put this video up. Let's put it up and have a little look quickly.
Guys, I just want to come on here and talk about a lot of the misinformation that is being spread about a case that I went through. So in 2013, when I was 17 years old, I was falsely accused of. 2 years later, I was asked to come to court to enter my plea, not guilty. This is why the article that a lot of people have read have twisted it and made it out as if I was 19 and she was 16, when I was 17 and she was 16, as it took 2 years for the courts to ask me to come and enter a plea. After a trial at the Croydon Crown Court on the 29th of August in 2016, I was acquitted of all charges and found completely not guilty.
Okay, let's stop that there. So he's kind of cleared it up himself there. A lot of people are saying that, it's just because he was found not guilty, it doesn't necessarily mean he hasn't done it. And we have to be fair in these circumstances. Yes, it doesn't mean he was found not guilty, in the eyes of the law. We have to go by the law, innocent till proven guilty. He's been found innocent. That doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, people get off of things all the time. That's the argument people are putting out there. Just because he was found not guilty doesn't mean he wasn't, it doesn't mean he didn't actually, I don't want to say it, but, doesn't mean he didn't actually do the deed, so to speak. But I think that's a dangerous road to go down. If someone's been found not guilty, personally, I feel like we kind of have to go with the judge's decision on that. But there is always going to be that small niggle. But the sad thing is out there, guys, that the whole reason why this is such a thing, where it's do we believe the woman or do we believe the guy, is because there are savage human beings out there that do lie, bitter, sour, just messed up people in their heads that make up lies every single day. I know it's not everyone. I know it's not every woman. Like, I do believe that the sexual assaults and the rape cases are much higher than the stats make out. I do believe that, and I know for a fact that certain women don't ever go to the police. Like, they find it too embarrassing, the whole process. Like, but I don't know. Where do we go? Do we is there any point in having a trial? Are you guilty by social media? Are you guilty before? Like, I think we have to try and trust the evidence. We have to. Probably someone's going to probably end up finding the victim, and they're probably going to have a story to tell. But I don't know. But for me, kind of have to go with the law on this one. But I'm sympathetic to anybody out there that's obviously been through it. But I think the people that have actually been through these things, it's I know obviously if something's happened to you, you might feel, well, you will feel bitter. You will feel resentful anytime you hear about a rape case. Like, you're naturally gonna assume that the woman's telling the truth. Unfortunately, in this day and age, there are women that don't tell the truth, and that's the sad thing. But let's see where this goes.